Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for checking out this video. Hope you're having a fantastic day as always. So I want to dive in and talk a little bit about Juju Watkins because I think she has a very refreshing take on the WNBA's growing fan base. Caitlin Clark's growing fan base. Look, as we all know, there's been a lot of busy gatekeepers with the WNBA and the old guard and the media. And while all those people have been busy gatekeeping, Juju's attitude is the kind of energy that we need to grow women's basketball and honestly all sports in general, really. So I wanted to dig into some of the comments that she made in this interview and talk about them. We've got we would like she recognizes and understands what fans are. So many new fans being in the sport sometimes can be not necessarily challenging, she says, but can just kind of give you a headache a bit. Not a lot of people know what they're talking about sometimes, but it's great for the sport. The fact that people are watching is enough in itself. We would like it to be positive, but it's not always going to be like that. So as long as we continue to raise the numbers and viewership goes up, I think that's all we can ask for. The fact that people are watching is enough in itself. Yeah, exactly. New fans bring new energy, they bring new conversations. And let's not forget, especially when we're talking about the WNBA, they bring new dollars. Do we really have to talk about the millions per year that WNBA loses? No? Good. I think this is a huge part of the disconnect for most players in the WNBA. In listening to so many of them talk, they feel that they deserve to get paid a lot of money to bounce a ball simply because they exist. With that attitude of entitlement, it's going to be hard to grow the league. We need more people to understand that. Look, the fans always know what they're talking about. No, they don't have to either. It's not a prerequisite of being a sports fan. I mean, that's actually part of the charm of being a fan. That's where you get these crazy conversations. Let's be real. Half of the people on Twitter arguing about basketball couldn't hit a free throw if their life depended on it. And that's okay. They don't have to. There is no gatekeeping for fandom. It's absurd. Who cares if they don't know the ins and outs of the game? All that matters is they are enjoying watching these athletes compete at the highest level. Why would you turn them away, especially in a league that doesn't make money, that doesn't turn a profit? All these players want more money. The money has to come from somewhere. It comes from media rights, from advertising revenue, from fans tuning in. I really don't think the WNBA has ever dealt with real fans in their entire existence before 2024. And to her point where she says, we would like it to be positive, but it's not always going to be like that. She gets it. This is so refreshing and so balanced, and we have to hear it from a college sophomore instead of the players in the media. After a year of dealing with players freaking out and being offended over every little fan comment they didn't like, quoting a single troll and trying to smear an entire fan base with it, thankfully, Juju, again, college sophomore, gets that criticism and differing opinions comes with the territory of a sport. It's like Thanksgiving dinner, people. It's always one person, right? It's always one person who stirs the pot, but at least the table is full. Oh man, let's keep going. Let's keep going. Yeah, Watkins said she even wants those fans to cheer for her too. You hear that, Caitlin Clark fans? She wants you to cheer for her. But even if you end up hating her, she will still embrace the fact that you're paying attention. She said, "Oh yeah, I love supporters and I also love haters." Yeah, that I think that's just a part of the game. There are so many sides to it. So it's the nature of the game. There's always going to be negative and positive aspects of it. Why do we have to hear this from a college sophomore? I love this. I love this. True athletes understand and embrace haters. They are as much a part of the game as the athlete's supporters are. You can't really have one without the other. Any of you listening, involved in a fan base with a true rivalry in any sport knows exactly what I am talking about. And Juju knows that every hater is still someone watching that's gonna grow the game, right? We need to get some haters welcome printed on t-shirts. Oh, scratch that. I'll get some Caitlin's welcome printed up. They'll be great. And Juju even spoke out about, or, she was asked about, so let's say that, but she talked about the Time Athlete of the Year. I'm all for it, Watkins said. I honestly think she deserves it. I don't think anyone has changed the direct trajectory of the sport so much. So I honestly think she deserves every bit of it. That is absolutely wild. Absolutely wild. I mean, it's a shame that that's wild, but and it's crazy that again, and this is why I keep saying college sophomore, because kind of like Caitlin Clark had been, right? This is leadership right here. Think about the entire year that we just had, where every conversation that Caitlin had to be, and Angel Reese, and the rookie class, and blah, blah, woof, woof. But this is leadership right here. Instead of playing into these divisive narratives, like every player in the WNBA and the entire WNBA sports media has done, from Monica to Elle to Andrea to Cheryl to every other fool who seems to have joy tailored themselves to their position because they don't know what they're actually talking about. Juju uplifts and supports Caitlin Clark's impact on the game. She is focused on the bigger picture, what's good for the game, not just herself or her team. I mean, man, someone give Juju a coaching whistle, or someone make her the commissioner because she's out there mentoring the whole damn immature league. Absolutely wild. Juju Watkins' attitude here, what I'm getting from her here in this interview, is exactly what women's basketball needs to keep growing. Instead of the whining and the complaining over who the fans are, are they the right fans? Why are they here? Are they here for the right reasons? She's just celebrating and embracing the fact that they're watching it all. You have no league. See, that's the problem. I was going to say you have no league without fans, but the WNBA does because they've been propped up by the NBA all these years. And again, that everything else we talk about is great to have the true impact and the changes that need to be made. The NBA needs to stop with the financial support. They need to focus on the WNBA actually needing fans. And look, the more fans, the more spotlight on the athletes in the sport, and that's a win for everyone. Do we understand that? For everyone. Watkins even said Clark has offered her phone number. Where is it down here? Yeah, she talks about the, and by the way, I'll just point this out real quick because that's amazing. It's a step in the right direction. USC, the USC UConn game on December 21st, 2.23 million viewers, second highest rated game ever shown on Fox Sports and the most watched college women's basketball game so far this season. That is a good thing. Now, here it is. Watkins said Clark has offered her phone number and that the team can reach out for advice from Clark at any time. I read that, and all that I can think of, what pops into my head right away, is that time during this past season where a very dejected Clark was asked in a post-game press conference about advice other players, veteran players, have given her. And she said, no one has ever given her advice. I wish, she said, the WNBA needs a change in game style with players who have more skill and entertainment value than what we see, as well as much better attitudes, such as what we've just discussed with Juju Watkins, and understanding of fan bases, such as we just discussed with Juju Watkins, which also goes into marketing. The new crop coming after Clark could, including Juju Watkins, could give them just that. Let's hope with some of these players that we're seeing in college now getting into the WNBA, and we start to see that shift as the old guard gets older and gets phased out, and we bring in newer, more exciting players with better attitudes who embrace fandom. Drop a comment below. Let me know what you think of all this. Let me know what you think of Juju's comments. Is that a step in the right direction? Are we going to see a shift this coming season and an embrace of what Caitlin Clark has brought to the league? Overall, I'm not all that positive of that, but hopefully that is what we get so that we can actually grow this game and see women's basketball, professional basketball in the US grow and succeed on its own with a disconnect from the NBA. That would be fantastic. But let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Thank you, as always, so much for checking out this video. I appreciate the support. Don't forget to like and comment if you have not done, like and subscribe if you have not done so already. I do appreciate that as well. And I will talk to you later.